Got chance to learn about how to install the Power BI. That is the number one. Second, we learned about how to install the SQL Server database. Number three, we installed the SSMS. SSMS is a tool to write your queries and to browse your queries, so and all. It is similar to our other IDEs, whatever we have, like Toad, SQL Developer, Teradata Client, something like that. Now, for the practice purpose, even I want to execute some queries and I want to create my own database in SQL Server and I want to show it. So I'm starting with the 01 of 03. Okay, let us go and try to see Power Creator using SQL Server. Let me open SSMS, which is known as Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. I'm opening this. Then it's going to open shortly. What I am doing in this code, just try to observe it. We are trying to load the data. I am trying to create one database which is named as ITEC DB. Then I am starting use this database ITEC DB. I am creating here one table which is known as DEP table we are creating. Then inserting the data into DEP table. Then we are going for creating the EMP table. And we are also inserting some data into the EMP table. We are trying to insert it. Then we are creating bonus table and salary grade table, and we are trying to insert the data into a salary grade table. We are inserting it. Looks like in bonus table I didn't enter any data. Now this is what the database side setup. Okay. Meanwhile, this SSMS is opened. I think let us go and try to see it. Is it opened or not? Looks like still it is opening. SSMS. Yeah, it is open now. You can notice here this is what called as SSMS, Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. Now it is going to ask you what is the server type. Now database engine is the server type. Then server name is equal to RRITEC, and authentication we can say as Windows authentication. At the time of installation we made this as Windows authentication. Click on here connect. Now it's trying to connect here RRITEC and Ramreddy Maila. It's using the username. Left side, this is called as Object Explorer window. In this Object Explorer window, we can go and we can explore what are the databases already available. In my case, we are seeing so many databases, something like AdventureWorks 2012, AdventureWorks DW 2012, AdventureWorks DW 2017, like that. Actually, these three databases, I installed it. You also come to know down the line how to install it, those things. One database, if you want to create it, how you can create it, I want to explain to you. To do that one, there is in the top, this is called as toolbar. Here we have the new query option. Click on this new query. Then we'll get here one white window. This is the place where you're going to write your SQL queries. You're going to write it. Now, I can take entire this thing. I can take this code, whatever I have it. I can take entire this code. I can take it. In single run, I can go and I can run it. In fact, for example, I am trying to take here all these things code I am taking till here I am taking Control C, then I am trying to paste here Control V. Now we have here all the code, we have it. This load data working with SQL Server is not required. This is what we have. I don't like now some reason RRITEC DB because RRITEC DB already available. So to get the clarity, I am trying to say as RRITEC DB underscore test. I am saying this also I am saying as underscore test. You can notice I do not have here RRITEC DB underscore test is not available, right? If I execute this one, then we are going to see that RRITEC underscore DB underscore test. We are going to see it. I am selecting all these things. I am selecting here. Then go and try to click on here, simply execute. If execute, something happened, the statement has been terminated. Violation of primary key, make sure that the name is entered correctly. RRITEC test does not exist. Okay. some reason it's not creating here. Okay, let me take these two things and first try to execute it. Now RDB does not exist. Make sure that the name is entered correctly. What is this? It's not creating. Create database. Okay, this is created now. Now we are trying to use this database, whatever available, we are trying to use it. Now it's also used. If you click on here, refresh here, basically, then you will see a database which is known as ITEC DB underscore test. We are going to see it. Come on. Why it is not showing up? Yeah, now it's showing up. It's taking some time. It looks like we are now able to see ITEC DB underscore test. We are able to see it. But inside this one, I do not see any tables as of now because we didn't create any tables. We didn't create it. Let us go and try to execute these all things. Starts from the create table to end with year till year. Okay. Now in single run, I can execute it. Looks like all the things are executed now. After execution, if you click on here refresh now, you will see some tables also. We are going to see under this one. ITEC DB underscore test, then expand here tables. We're able to see some tables we are seeing. Bonus table, DP table, EMP table, salary table, like that. I want to see really the data is available or not. Let's go for select star from whatever table is available, that table I am trying to take here. So select star from, we are going for EMP table, we are trying to use it. So EMP, I am going for execute, I will be able to see the data, whatever available I am seeing here. Similarly, you can test with the DEPT also. Then DEPT, if I try to run it, we are able to see the data. I hope you are clear what I did here. We went here and trying to execute some script. Okay, as part of the script, we are creating one database. Then we are trying to use this database. Okay, better you hit here also go so that it will go and try to will not throw any errors down the line. Go is nothing but first this transaction will try to complete it, then it will go for the next transaction, something like that, the go meaning. Okay, right. So we are trying to complete this activity. Then I want to make the handshake between Power BI and SQL Server. I have to make the handshake. To do that one, that's what the next activity we have here. Import the tables, these things. If you want to see any markdown file properly, there is an option called as open with markdown preview. Here you can see properly. We are going to see like this is how we are going to see in the GitHub. Don't browse from your local machine. It's not required. There's not your piece of work. From the GitHub only, try to browse it always. So import the tables. What I want is here EMP table, DEP table, and salary table. We have to import into the Power BI. So open Power BI desktop, then click on the get data, then click on the databases, then select the SQL Server and load the data. Okay, let's go and try to do this one. I'm going for Power BI. Let me open Power BI desktop. On the desktop, we have the icon called as Power BI desktop. So I clicked on that one. It's going to open desktop. It is opening Power BI desktop. It is opening. It is opening Power BI desktop. It's opening. Okay. Now, shortly, you are going to get here Power BI desktop. You are going to get it. Let it open. Right. Now it's opened here, Power BI desktop, it's open. Here you can notice I have the get data option, we have it. Click on this get data option, then you are going to see all the databases, what it's going to support it. Even it is going to support directly, clouds also is going to support. One of the cloud which has tight integration is Azure cloud because Power BI is a product of Microsoft. Azure is a product of Microsoft. That is the reason they given tight integration they given with the Azure. And apart from Azure, yes, of course, other things also supported. For example, GCP, Google Cloud Platform, you want to access, or you want to access Amazon Web Services, you want to access, you can go and you can do that one. For example, we have here something which is known as BigQuery. The BigQuery is the GCP platform one. That also you can go and you can access it here. Time being, I want to go for a database. In the databases, I'm selecting here SQL Server database. We are selecting. Now click on here connect. Now we are trying to connect here. The moment you click on connect, it is going to ask you where is your server. I'm trying to provide here my server as localhost because SQL Server database also installed in my same machine. In companies, generally Power BI is available in your laptop. Power BI desktop is available in our laptop. Your laptop is called as client mission. Your laptop is called as client mission. And generally, database are going to be installed inside the servers, not in our laptop. So how we are going to communicate in the reality is we are going to write here server name. We are going to write here server name. We are going to write here the server name, or we are also can write here server IP address. We are going to write here server name or server IP address. We are going to write here. But time being, everything is available in my local machine only, so I can say it's a local host. And database name is asking my database name just now I created that is called as RRITEC underscore test what I created. I am providing the same. You can give any name while you're creating it, whatever name you created that you can provide it. Click on here import or direct query. Two options are available. What is the meaning of here import is whatever data available, the data will be physically imported to your Power BI report. Power BI report. If you say direct query means we can the query whenever you run it, the equivalent query will be executed in the backend. Nothing data will not be imported, only query will be framed for that. Whenever you run the report, that report immediately communicates with the database and we are going to get the data. Are you getting my point? Import means what? Data also imported. Query means what? Only query will be framed, and whenever you run the report, at that moment, that query will be executed in the database and we are going to get the data. When to use import, when to use direct query. If your runtime of the query is very less manageable, then you can go for the direct query. Your query time is too much, then better to go for import because customer will not have patience to wait till it is going to the database query execution. That much of time customer may not have the time. So if you say import, all the data is coming into our Power BI report. From the report to showing to customer is very easy task. Anyhow, I'll talk more details about this import and direct query later. Time being, we are trying to utilize now import. I am trying to utilize it. There are advanced options also available. While you are doing anything, if you want to write your own SQL query, you want to write it, that SQL query relevant data only, you want to get it. You can go and you can write your SQL query, you can write it. For example, you want select e name and you want let's say d name, you want let's say salary from the tables called as emp comma dpt, and we want to write here some kind of join between these two tables. You want to write it, you can go and you can write whatever SQL you want, you can write it. That is up to you. It is SQL statement. Okay, you can go and you can write it. Okay, time being, I'm not talking about this also. I will talk about these two options later. Time being, I'm going with the import. Click on here, OK. The moment you clicked on OK, we are going to get here one window. There it is going to show you inside the local host, inside the RRITEC DB test, how many tables are available. Those all tables it is showing. You know already 4 tables only we created, 4 tables only available. If I have thousands of tables, then you want to search here, you can go and you can search here, just type EMP, we're able to see the EMP here, something like that. Whatever table you want, basically you can go and you can search it and you can type it. It works like anywhere. It may be available in the beginning or ending or middle, doesn't matter, that will be appearing here. This is a search box, basically table search we can do here. Okay, and we have here display options, only selected items, enable data previews. What is the meaning of that is, if I select some table here, then immediately we are seeing the preview here. If I select any table, the table corresponding preview, we are seeing it. Here, display options, only select items meaning here nothing I am seeing here because I didn't selected anything as of now. Okay, tomorrow we have thousands of tables are available. Already imported, few tables imported. Few tables imported. Whatever you imported, only those you want to see it. At that moment, that option will be useful. Time being, this option is not required to you. And let us go and try to take here a couple of tables. One is EMP table, second is DB table. These two tables I am trying to take here. There you can notice I do have here load and I have here transform data. I want to go for transform data, means it allows you to do some kind of ETL activities. ETL meaning extract the data from SQL server, then transform the data from one format to another format, then load the data into our report, Power BI file, load the data. Click on the transform data, then we are going to get here one window, we are going to get it. We can see the window, this is what the window, what we are trying to see. Whatever window we have it, what is the name of this window? Anyone can tell it? Soumya, Subbu, what is the name of this window? Yeah, Power Query Editor. The Power Query Editor is a purely Excel concept actually. Inside the Excel also we have the Power Query. That's what I used to say. Power BI is a three things combination: Power Query, Power Pivot, Power View. Power Query is the place where you are going to do all your ETL activities. I want to go for EMP table for instance, and I have here, for example, one of the column, and that column has some problem. I want to do that problem solve. Here, commission column I have here, I am seeing here null. I don't like null. Wherever null is available, I want to replace that null with 0. And also you can notice how many steps are available here. 2 steps. One is called as source. Second is called as navigation. One is called as source. Second is called as navigation. Source meaning it is going to tell you from where it is imported. What is your server name? What is your database name? That information will be available in the source. In the source, we have, these are the 4 tables are available: bonus table, DP table, EMP table, salary table. Out of these 4 tables, we navigated and we selected only 2 tables we selected. One table is called as EMP table, second table is called as DP table. This window is called as navigation window. From this navigation window only we selected these 2 tables, right? That's what the 2 steps already registered. Now I want to do the rest of the steps. For example, I have here commission column. Select this commission column, then right click. There is an option called as replace values. I would like to replace null with the 0. I want to replace it. Click on this. Then I am trying to say as, okay, null whatever available, replace with the 0. Then click on OK. Whatever we did here, replace, immediately here we are going to see that step, we are going to see it. You replace with the values like that. If you want to rename this one, you can go and you can rename here. For example, I am trying to rename replaced value step. It is what you replaced here: commission null with 0. You replaced it. Whatever you did it, if you want to put that name, you can go ahead and you can put it. These 3 windows are adjustable. I mean to say this window is called as queries window. I don't want time being, means I can go and I can minimize like this. And this is called as query settings window. Here if you want more space, means you can go and you can make like this. These 3 windows are adjustable windows. This is called as queries window. This is our main work area. This is called as query settings window. Now the next step is I want to add here one new column. I want to add it. The new column is the salary whatever available and commission whatever available. These two things I want to sum it up. These two things I want to sum it up. Okay, you can go ahead and you can do that one. There is an option called as add column. In the add column, there is an option called as custom column option is available. If I select the custom column option, we are going to get here one window, custom column, add a column that is computed from the other columns. Other columns are, these are the other columns which are available. EMP number, rename, job, MGR, hire date, salary, commission, DP number, DP table, something like that. I want to go for here, which is known as total sal. We are trying to calculate. Total sal is nothing but salary, whatever we have it, plus and whatever we have here, commission. Column names we have to write within the square brackets. We have to write it. Column names we have to write within the square brackets. We have to write it. So we are writing here within the square brackets. We are writing it. If writing these all things are problem is you can go on, you can select the column and you can click on here inside that column will be added here. Okay, time being we are adding those things. If you written any syntax wise some mistakes, immediately you will see a red mark and immediately bottom you can see the token right bracket expected. If you want to see the error, click on the show error. It is going to show the error totally. It is going to show it. Okay, anyhow, very easy step it is. Only bracket is missing. I am adding that right side bracket also. I am adding it. Wow, beautiful. You created now one new column you created that is known as added custom option we used and we add the new column. You can notice 1600 plus 300. 1600 plus 300 is how much? 1900. We're able to see 1900. And this also for our clarity purpose, I want to go for rename this one. Added custom. What column you added? Custom total sal column added. This is for our clarity purpose only. We are adding this name so that we come to understand what we did exactly. Now I want to see here what is the data type of this one. I have so many data types actually. ABC123 meaning ABC123 meaning it is alphanumerical thing. I don't like this one. I want here numeric. Let us right click on this one. There is an option called as change the data type to, I can go for decimal number. I can go for it. I am trying to change the data type from the alphanumeric to decimal number. I am trying to change it. You see, previously we have ABC123. After I change this one to the decimal number, you can see now 1.2. 1.2 is nothing but it's a decimal number. So what changed the type here? You changed the type here from numeric to you change it to what is this? Decimal, you changed it. Something like that. We are trying to write the step. Wow, beautiful. You extracted the data and we transformed the data like replacing null values 0 or calculating the total salary or we are trying to do the changing the data type. These three things I can straight away call it as transformations. I can call it as these three things I can call it as transformations. I can call it as. Then once it is completed, there is an option file menu. There is an option apply, close and apply. I want to close this query editor time being and I want to apply this one both at simultaneously. Then I can say as close and apply. If you click on close and apply, we are going to get one window. It is going to show you clearly the steps, what is happening in the backend. What is doing here? Evaluating, waiting for other queries, and creating connection to the model, loading the data to the model, then 14 rows are loaded, detecting the relationships. Those all things is completed. Then after you see here fields, there you will see EMP, DPT, we are seeing it. And at present, now we are in the window. The window is called as this button. That button is called as report. Report meaning it's a power view window. We are in the window called as power view window. After you clicked on the close and apply, whatever window you are going to see, this window is called as report window. This window is called as report window. This report window itself, I am going to name it as Power View. If I say Power View, or if I say report window, both are one and same. Am I clear? Okay. Now I have here something I want to see the data of those things. For example, I have the e name. I selected the e-name. By default, you can notice I got here table, you got it. Nowhere it informed to the mission, hey, I want the table like that. Based on the data type, system will decide, okay, you want the bar chart or you want the table. System has its own intelligence to take it call. Now I have given here string data I given, it's chosen here, table it's chosen like this. Now I also want to add here, for example, what is his job, I want to add it. And also I want to add here, what is his salary, I want to add here. And also I want to add here, what is the commission, I want to add here. And also I want to add here, what is his total salary, I want to add here. Wow, beautiful. Now we can notice, I can see what is the salary, what is the commission, what is the total salary. If you select this table, whatever we have it, right side you can see values. What are the values you added is, these are the column values what we added. Beside this button, there is a button is available that is known as format button. This is called as fields button. This is called as format button. If you click on the format button, there are so many options are available. Time being, I would like to speak about some things. I have here general. In the general, I can see position, x-axis position, y-axis position, width of the page, height of the page, something like that. For example, you can notice there is some dotted line is available here. I don't like this dotted line here. Let us say I am trying to change this one to the 450. I am changing it. 450. I am changing it. Okay, so that the height here, whatever available, that will be changing here. It's coming close to the line, right? Suppose 900, I am changing it. Now, if I change here to the 900, it will be accordingly the field will be changes here. Okay, keep it as default. I am trying to keep it as 350. What we have here, we're keeping as default, so that the table will be adjusted based on this one. Now, also we have here, this is we selected now table. This is we selected now table. We are observing the general, right? For example, you selected here this empty page. Empty page I selected now. Now we go and try to observe here format. Now we are seeing the page information. There also you'll see height and width. We are going to see the page size. We are seeing the height and width. If you select here custom, we are seeing the width is what, height is what. Width is 1280 showing, height is 720. You don't like this height 720. Suppose you are changing this one to the 900. I am changing it. Now, did you notice this line is moving downwards? So this is I am changing as suppose 950, or I am changing this as let's say 1000. I am changing it. You can see this line is moving downwards. Is moving. Are you getting my point? You can go and you can control the page size. You can control it very easily by clicking here. Then immediately you are seeing the page size related properties. If you want to see the table level properties, select the table, then tables related format we are going to see it. I don't like here this font size. It is very small. My eyes is not comfortable to read this content here. I want to increase the size. You can go and you can do that one very easily by going to here, the values, whatever we have it, what is the font color, what is the background color, and similarly, you can see here bottom, what is the text size. I want to increase this text size to something 14, I am increasing it. So I can go and I can increase to 14. Now, somewhat better comparatively, I will be able to read this one. So now we are able to see the values related size increase, that is excellent, but header size is not increased by you. I want to increase headers also, column headers. I want to change this one to the 14. I want to change, or even bit more I want to change it because these are headers. I am changing to the something 18, I am changing it. Now you can see headers we are seeing somewhat bigger size. And also I want to keep here headers background color is equal to something yellow, we are trying to keep it. Okay, we are trying to keep here some yellow, we are keeping it. And font color, you want to keep here something red, you want to keep it. You can go on, you can keep here something red, we are trying to keep it. That's how we can go on, you can change slightly formatting stuff also, you can change it. And you want other report, you want it, click in the empty area, then you select here, for example, job wise salary, you want to notice here. Then I can see job wise salary, I want to see in the form of this kind of graph, I can see this kind of graph. Okay, so job wise, what is salary expenditure, we can go on, you can notice here. For example, you don't like the job somehow, you want here, let's say, DPT number wise, what is my salary you are looking for. So DPT number wise salary we are trying to see here. Something like that, we can go on, you can develop different types of reports, you can go on, you can develop. Am I clear? Now finally, I want to save this report. There is a save button, click on the save. The moment you click on the save, it's asking where you want to save it. Now by default, it is giving some location, it is giving, if you like it is okay, if not, then go to your desktop, then you create your own folder, there you can save it. For example, I am going to the ITEC, there today's date I am trying to create it, or already we have Power BI. In this one I am creating one more folder. Let us go and try to create here one folder, you try to create it. So I'm creating one folder with the suppose B 2020, then we are saying as 0611, we are trying to give it. Inside this one, I want to create this report. So this is Power BI report. Just for understanding, PBI I'm giving. PBI stands for Power BI report. And it's the first report, so I'm giving as 01. And first report is developed using source as a SQL server, using database as SQL server. Now go and try to enter. By default, you see here, save as type is equal to going as Power BI file. It's a PBIX file, it is going on. Click on save this one. Now if you click on save, you can see in the back end, in our RRITEC folder, we have the Power BI folder. In that one, we have this folder. There you can see one report is came. What is size of this report? 66 KB is the size of this report. In this one, we have the data as well as metadata, column names as well as data. Both are available. Let us try to do a report using live query. Let us try to develop a report using live query. For example, I am trying to close this one, go to the file menu, then I am trying to exit this one so that the Power BI window totally closed. I am opening again Power BI. Again, I am opening Power BI. I want to do a SQL Server report using the live query. I want to do it. Let me pause here. Let me take the questions, then we'll go for the next, I think.